This video is about a bit of a pesky subject. Life. If you guessed it, 10 points for you. I'm not where I want to be yet. And that's kind of, it's a reality that I have to face every day when I make my YouTube video, when I put in my content rep, when I have conversations with these other awesome entrepreneurs, which I haven't been having that many lately. I'm about to have one tomorrow. Super excited. Stay tuned. But yeah, there's just a lot of that. I'm very much so in the gap. I have this vision, and it's traveling, it's talking to tons of people, not like in a big setting, but like online, and helping people reach their financial goals with content, with business, literally all the different things, going to different countries and helping take care of their orphans and widows, because that's what it says to do in the Bible. Call me a philanthropist. Okay, what am I saying here? That's what I can see in my mind. But guess what? When I peel back my eyelids and I take a 360 view, it's not there. Not saying my life sucks. It doesn't all the time. I do lots of random things. I have good friends. I have very few friends, though. 2, like 3, like 4. 4 really good friends, I would say. Right? And it's not a bad thing at all. But I really want to have more friends who are kind of in my space. What do I mean by in my space? Psychotic, entrepreneurial weirdos. Yeah, I think that's my crew, right? Of course, I love Christian friends. I have them. I'm also Christian, fun fact. Of course, I love 9-to-5 friends, my military friends. Love them so much. But I don't have anyone that I can kind of yap about personal branding, that I can yap about this random business strategy that I thought of that may or may not work. But that's okay. At least, we're talking about it. We're having discourse, that kind of thing. And yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily want to say that I'm lonely, because I have the Lord, and I'm quite funny by myself as well. And I do have other friends. Like, I have conversations. I'm not, starving for social validation in any regard. But I would love to expand my life to something closer to what I see in my mind, because I know that it's possible. I see you guys online. I see you doing it. Also, I've done it in like small spurts here and there. It's kind of like when you hit a 3 as an athlete and you do that like once a season, and you're like, okay, how do I do this more often? That was definitely my reality as a postcard in high school. But anyway, I was not good. JV, yeah, career JV. But I mean, the 3 years that I was on the team was the 3 years 2 years. The last year I messed up my ACL. Random side quests. Moving on from that. Okay. But the point is, I'm very much so in the gap. Another thing. I feel like my content has recently been taking on a bit of a reactionary tone to some things that some family members have said, some things that some randos have said about the legitimacy of both, of my business. What do I mean here? Oh, Amaraa, you dropped out of college? I don't think you really know what you're doing, which, accurate, but guess what? That's okay, we're figuring it out along the way. Number 2. And then kind of devaluing, what I'm doing, what I'm working on, what I'm learning along the way. And then me kind of trying to show up as an authority in the space when I'm still learning, guys. Humble me, Lord. He's done it. Yeah. So I don't want to be yelling at the internet. That's not my goal in any way. I just think two things. There are principles that I'm very passionate about because it's the Bible, and I know that the Bible is for business owners. Like, it's for everybody, obviously. But there are some principles that I can stand on with some sincere confidence because the Lord wrote it. Okay? But number two, I haven't learned everything yet when it comes to content, personal branding, all that, whatever. I have not. I'm barely at the beginning of my journey. I'm 19. Ah! Yeah, I am. I'm 19 years on this earth. Just turned in June. Yeah. So I'm basically a baby. Yeah. But online, my circle of friends, the parasocial relationships that I've developed with random influencers online, not really influencers, well, they are influencers because they're influencing me to live a better life. But influencers, what am I trying to say here? Content creators of the business space, whatever, they're all big dogs, you know what I'm saying? They're all living life. They're all giving great advice that I completely agree with, and I'm researching myself. And it feels like in order for me to be worthy almost to watch that content so often, I have to digitally hang out with these people. It's giving desperate. But in order for me to kind of like show up in those circles, I have to be a big dog as well. Guess what? The big dog card has not been handed to me yet, and that's completely fine. But I guess being in the journey, it felt like it was taking too long. It feels like it's taking too long. I want to add the present tense now so that you really feel that I am feeling the pain in this current moment now. So, yeah, just kind of trying to, I don't want to say walk the line between documenting and authority because I don't really want to walk any lines. I just want to be 100% in whatever piece of content that I'm creating. Like, I truly believe that every video you make, it's a movie. It's not something that needs to kind of be in a series all the time. Like, yes, I recognize that there should be a through line, but I think that should be my story, and that's where I've kind of been, right? I've been negligent in documenting my story, even though I'm showing up every day. It's like showing up, but you're in a suit and tie. Not saying that that's a problem if that's your authentic self, right? But I've been doing corporate. So I do want to continue to up the quality of my content and up the quality of the conversations and really elevate my brand because that's what I love. Because I have a heavy artistic eye, and a lot of people don't see this in this side of my content. They see it mostly in my like production work that I do for other people and stuff like that, because I'm actually very much a perfectionist. On my personal brand, it's been hard to kind of find that balance. So anyway, working on that. But yeah, like I want to stop posting just to post and start posting when I start to close the gap. So I'm actually starting a series. Soft launch, hard launch, I don't know what you call it. Hard launch? Yeah. Called Closing the Gap, literally. A bit on the nose, but whatever. And what I'm going to be doing in that series is actively closing the gap. Trying to get more consistent clients that actually want to build personal brands, and they're like, and aren't like, oh, no, I don't want whatever that is. Oh, no, we love the video you made for us. Yes, it was good. But in terms of, what you use personal branding, okay, yeah, I don't think that's really relevant in this day and age. AI is, we're really just kind of trying to ramp those. Sorry? All right. Well, anyways, so yeah, those kinds of conversations are not fulfilling for me, and I've been having a lot of those lately where it's just like, it's not connecting. Two things. As a leader, that's my fault for not communicating the value properly, but also not entirely, because if they just don't see the value, they just don't see the value. And that's the end. But yeah, if you want to be a part of like fun trips, creative retreats, that kind of thing, I know you've probably been seeing it all over the internet. Me too. But let me say, I came up with the idea first. Not actually, but I've been thinking about it for a long time as well. And yeah, I don't know. I just would really like to build a community. And I know I'm not speaking to the void. You guys are there, right? Right, guys? Okay. No, but yeah, you can't build a community by yourself, and that's the reality of it. So just trying to learn what that looks like day to day. Tomorrow I've got a conversation with a woman who is trying to kind of work on starting a foundation. That's kind of awesome, and they want to work on their social media and all that kind of thing, so I won't talk too much about that. Don't really know where it's going to go, but I'm excited to see. Step 1 in closing the gap occurs. Okay. Follow. Wait, this is YouTube. Subscribe. Like. Leave a comment if this touched your soul in any way. And drop your favorite verse in the comments. Just because I love to hear what you guys are reading. Today I read Ecclesiastes 6. I don't really remember the rest of the reference right now, but it was talking about how everything is in season. It was saying there's a time to live, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to harvest, all that kind of thing. Yeah. So in my content, it's like there was a time for me to figure out how to just like kind of get consistent. And now I'm kind of reeling back and thinking, okay, how do we pivot? What do we actually do with this skill of consecration? Like, what are we actually talking about here? So that's why I'm doing this series. Anyway, leave me a message on Instagram if you want. If you're also somebody who just, is doing stuff, I'd love to just hop on a call. Not anything salesy or anything like that, even though I love sales. There's no sales shame here. Okay. But I literally just want to make friends in this space, and yeah. All right. Bye. Oh, also, if you want to work with me and you're a business owner and you are not sure how to do content and stuff like that, and you just don't know how to kind of implement it into your business, I'm actually pretty good at that stuff. So you can take the quiz down number 1, the first link, and just kind of figure it out from there. You're smart. You've got it. All right. Bye.